Welcome to the Infinite Spark of Being podcast. My name is Keith Welsh, and I'm in my living room again for this one. Today we're going to talk about when the practice doesn't seem to be working. We start to feel like we're just screaming into the abyss, and the attachments and all the stuff that comes up with that. But before that, if you'd like to continue supporting this effort of mine, you can do that at theinfinitesparkofbeing.com. There you can purchase books, the t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies. You can also go to the Patreon there where you can support me that way. $1 a month just a support donation, $5 a month out of kindness. And then there's the $10 a month donation, which gives you access to the first Wednesday of every month online gathering, 8 p.m. Eastern, through Google Meet. If that is too much of a commitment, you could always one-off $20 through PayPal or Venmo. Be sure you get me your email address so that I can get you the link to that, to the Google Meet. Also, I'm on TikTok now. So, as if this wasn't enough, now I'm on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all the things. Yeah, got some ideas for the old TikTok. I was very hesitant, and here we are. TikTok is a cesspool. Holy shit! I'm trying to scroll through it and enjoy it, but it's just a fucking lot. I think I like the stillness of Instagram. It's pictures. There's some videos, but it's a lot of pictures. I think with TikTok, it's all just so boom, 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 boom. Also, in the wellness spiritual space, it is different. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, you can support my efforts that way, and it is so appreciated. Believe me. Okay. Anyone that has engaged in some sort of transformative practice, whether it was meditation or yoga or running or lifting or diet or whatever it is, you're usually pushed into it out of discomfort. There's something difficult and you want to remedy this difficulty through this thing because somebody told you it would help or whatever. And so you give it a shot and you like it, right? You enjoy it. And so you engage in it more, and then life starts to change, right? Things start to happen and you start noticing stuff, little miracles, and you automatically say, well, it's because I'm doing this thing. And it is, right? These things alter the way we think, especially spiritual practice. When we're deeply engaged in the literature and the whole thing, it starts to change the way we view the world. And so we will start to have different experiences because we are looking at the world differently, therefore we are experiencing it differently. So that's all great. But then one day you kind of plateau. Like if you're losing weight, you're running or you're lifting, so you hit these plateaus, And the same thing happens with spiritual practice, meditation, breath work, all of it. Yoga, hatha yoga. And the same thing, the way it works with physical exercise is you up the ante a little bit, right? You plateau, so you start lifting more, you start running further, you start whatever it is. And the same thing goes with spiritual practice. You then have to double down on your efforts. That's when, it's that dark night of the soul, when it just seems like it's not going to happen. You just keep pushing, right? because we become attached to that good feeling, right? Because we get very forgetful that it's actually the rough stuff, the difficulty that gets us to a place of change. And if the difficulty got you, the original difficulty got you to a place where you sought this kind of change, you made these changes, engaged in this practice, and then benefited from it greatly, well, then it stands to reason that in another moment of difficulty, doubling down on that practice will create more ease and will be very beneficial. It only makes sense, right? If doing some exercise gets you to a place and you plateau, well, doing more of that exercise is going to push you, right? So there's also the idea that to personify the practice, right, or connect it to God if you are engaged in some devotional practice, well, showing up for that practice day in, day out, showing up for God, Krishna, Buddha, whatever the thing is, you show up every day, then it shows up for you. That's been my experience. That if I show up for the practice every day, I show up and I do the work, no matter what, then that I cultivate an ability, a siddhi maybe, from doing this, where now I'm able to handle it. It's like a little superpower. That's what siddhi means, by the way. I was informed recently that I say a lot of things as if you know what I'm talking about. I was making a joke this morning, like I've sat with so many teachers in so many rooms doing so many things. Like I have so much weird knowledge. That's kind of what I'm going to unload on TikTok, is a lot of that stuff, these little nuggets, you know, that it's like, I just don't know where to put it. I don't know what to do with any of it. And my girlfriend's like, TikTok, you put it on TikTok. All right. Yeah. Can you stay the course? Can you hold fast? There's a lot of you got like the knuckle tattoos, the hold fast tattoos, but you don't hold fast ever. In fact, you let the fuck go. The second the waves hit, you let go, you quit. And that's been, you know, I was talking in that reel about the benefit of the physical component of spirituality. That's been the benefit to me. A lot of people don't understand the benefit of physical exercise and how that relates to spirituality. Well, if you think there's not going to be a time where your spiritual practice, quote unquote, stops working or doesn't give you the hit it once did, well, if you've cultivated the wherewithal through physical activity, then you will keep going, and you'll know what this is, and you'll keep going. But if you never do that, then you won't know what it is, and you'll quit, and you'll jump ship and go do something else. You know, you'll dig another shallow well. My teacher always accused me of that. Lama Lo-san always accused me of digging shallow wells. He's probably right. But I think that at this point in my life, I've maintained a certain philosophical point of view, which, you know, currently in my life is very difficult to maintain. But I am doubling down on it, actually. Some might say in a completely insane way. To me, it's perfectly sane. Yeah. So look at, and it's okay to say, I engage in the practice because it feels good. I engage in the practice because I benefit from it. And yeah, you do get into this transactional relationship with it, but that's okay. It can be a transactional relationship with the practice. You can be in a transactional relationship with God. I guess it's fine. I mean, you're going to have to weigh that one out yourself. I don't know. I probably have a different view of God than a lot of people. Or not. I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah. Wherewithal, grit. Grit applies to spiritual practice. People think that grit and determination, they never think of grit, determination, and perseverance when it comes to spiritual practice. when it comes to journaling, when it comes to affirmations, mantra recitation, asanas, whatever it is. They don't think about that when they abso-fucking-lutely should. I mean, there's today doing japa, I was doing japa in my hand in my bag, and like, I was just doing it, just getting it in, and it's okay. Not every time I pick up my beads am I going to be just ecstatically blissed out. Sometimes I'm like, let's just get through it. Yesterday reading affirmations, I was a little, whatever. But I did it. You stick with it. If I quit, then it's definitely not going to work. Isn't that a thing? Like, I thought I saw Seth Rogen saying something like all the people that he saw quit definitely didn't make it. And the people that kept going at least have a chance. If you quit, you don't have a chance. Something to think about, right? It's a little phrase I came up with years ago running was, if you don't, you won't. As I wanted to run barefoot, I wanted that challenge that, and when I look at soft grass, I would look at it and think, if you don't, you won't. Keep running. Don't get off this this asphalt strip. If you don't, you won't. If you want to be, you want a different experience of reality, but you're not willing to do anything for it or sacrifice anything for it, then how's that it's not gonna happen. And you can have it all. I'm not saying you can't have your cake and eat it too, but a lot of people like to say noble shit. That's very real. To say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to dedicate that. It feels great to write the schedule out and have the whole thing. You're like, this is my week. And you don't do shit. Yeah. So spiritual practice, plateaus. It's not that it's not working. It's that it's plateauing. Now, there's a book called The Game of Life by Florence Scovel Shinn. I highly recommend this. I don't know how easy it is to find it, but they do have it on Audible. Mitch Horowitz has done a lot of those books, those old Power of Positive Thinking books. But she talks about something interesting. She says right before the demonstration, like right before the thing is revealed to you, right before the thing that you want appears, there's darkness. There's a challenge. You're challenged in that moment. It's like the universe going, are you sure? I don't think you're serious. So you double down. Right? She said that that there's always difficulty before the demonstration. So I believe that. Again, if you'd like to support this, go to theinfinitesparkofbeing.com. T-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, Patreon, books, Venmo, PayPal. It's all there. I appreciate the support you guys give me. I would like to be in a place where this is just what I do. This new book I think is good. What's going to happen with the new book is the other two are going to go away and we're just going to have this one. And I'm going to force feed all of you this book. Okay. Anyway, if you have questions or comments, reach out. If you'd like to book some time one-on-one, you can do that too. Just reach out and we can talk about what that looks like. Yeah, I love you. Bye.